Mayor Don Guardian here, South Jersey AIDS Alliance, here at the beautiful new reconstructed conference room at Resorts Casino Hotel, celebrating the 30th anniversary of the South Jersey AIDS Alliance. I've been blessed to be part of it for more than 25 years. I was the president for 3 years. In the early days, all we wanted to do was keep people in a little bit of comfort as we watched them die. But because of prescriptions and new drugs, because of education, we found our niche and we realized people can live a real normal life. And so today, several hundred people coming together to help fund future programs of the South Jersey AIDS Alliance, to make sure we have the educational programs and we provide the prescription help for people that don't have health insurance so they can live a normal life. You don't die anymore from HIV, you live, and that's really exciting.
Now, I will tell you, looking at the board members past and present, when looking at board members, we're always looking for folks who have certain connections. Connections through politics, or connections to the community, connections to people with money, connections to people in the casinos. But the one thing all board members have always had a connection to is the fundraising. And over the years, we've had some very, I would say, fun and sometimes outrageous fundraisers. We've always had the AIDS Walk and the AIDS Ride, but how many people attended some of the musical concerts with Jennifer Holliday and Miss America herself? Who remembers the Holiday Festival of Trees? And how about Broadway on the Boardwalk? Keith and Carol. Okay, where's Carol Ruffew and Becky Dewar and Sandy Beach and the Red Ribbon Bingo Divas? And of course, the flagship of all fundraising for the AIDS Alliance, the Miss America competition. Now, for those of you who don't know, again, Miss America historically took place the night after Miss America was crowned at Boardwalk Hall. And what happened was this event got so big that John and Gary had to move it from inside the bar to the deck at the Studio 6. Who remembers the deck at the Studio 6? Oh my goodness. As a matter of fact, it got to the point where I believe one of the casinos donated literally hundreds of chairs, these little narrow tables, and we crowded in there. The Miss America competition turned into the hottest ticket in town, thanks to John and Gary at the Studio 6. Through the Miss America pageant, they raised, for the South Jersey AIDS Alliance alone, over $200,000.
As the South Jersey AIDS Alliance celebrates their 30th anniversary on this day, Tuesday, December 1st, in the year of our Lord 2015. And whereas John, as a lifelong resident, has been continually active both in issues facing the 3rd Ward, first forming the Midtown Business and Citizens Association, later turning it into the Metropolitan Business and Citizens Association, and focusing on economic and community development, as well as providing scholarships for deserving youth and educators, along with providing charitable support to local entities. And whereas time went on, John began to wear many hats: council member, thriving business owner, committee board member with several organizations within the region. However, it was the establishment of the South Jersey Against AIDS Committee in 1985 that John expressed the most passion. What began as a simple fundraiser to raise awareness for those affected with HIV/AIDS has now grown into the South Jersey AIDS Alliance, a multifaceted agency whose efforts cover 1,300 square miles of Atlantic, Cape May, and Cumberland counties. Now, therefore, I, Donald A. Guardian, Mayor of Atlantic City, hereby proclaim Tuesday, December 1st, in the year of our Lord 2015, as John J. Schultz Day.
We'd like to honor you on behalf of all the citizens in Atlantic County from the county executive as well as the Freeholder Board, so congratulations.
Not yet.
But over the years, there is no one that has helped us more than John Schultz. John Schultz has, where's John? Did we lose him? Come on back up here. John, our award recipient today is in our hearts and everybody's hearts. Clearly, it's not just South Jersey AIDS Alliance that he has been helpful. He's a community member that helps out so many charities. And we just want to once again recognize John and thank him so much for all the work he does. And now I'm going to turn it over to Lori.
Hi everybody, thank you so much for coming tonight. Carol and I all night keep saying, how many people do you think are here? How many people? But from up here, I say definitely what we wanted. I just have a few words. I first learned about HIV and AIDS when I was in college, after reading the book and the band Played On. The fact that a disease was spreading and killing so many people, while the people in power ignored it because of the part of the population that it seemed to be affecting, outraged me, and I was just so angry. But after graduation, I began working in Atlantic City casinos, and I learned about the South Jersey AIDS Alliance. It inspired me that a small group of people in my hometown were able to create an organization to provide the education, care, and counseling for people affected with HIV and AIDS. Now that small organization has grown to become a model for organizations like it in our state and provide care to so many. So thank you, John, for having the courage and strength to recognize the extraordinary need in our community and create the Alliance. Not only did you provide care, but hope as well. Thank you. And now, I just want to read the plaque that we had made. 30th anniversary celebration honoring John J. Schultz. In grateful appreciation for your outstanding leadership and dedication, we are truly indebted to you for all your efforts to our cause. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I guess I got up here at the last minute. I was back there talking, but first of all, I'd like to acknowledge South Jersey AIDS Alliance for their 30 years. Congratulations on the job well done on educating, showing awareness. And, you know, 30 years ago, everybody remembers how when this came about, the epidemic, nobody really knew what to do. We were all scared. How many of you watched Dynasty in '85, right? When Rock Hudson, right, he did the Kiss. Unfortunately, he died of AIDS. And you remember Queen, Freddie Mercury. I mean, you go on a Carnival cruise, they're still playing his music, and he died at 45. And what music could he have written if he lived longer? So, congratulations on a job well done through the Alliance. And John Schultz, we have also recognition for your being the founding father of the Alliance, and I certainly appreciate your stick-to-itiveness of going above and beyond and what has to be done. And you're proactive, and you knew that something had to be done, and you started it 30 years ago, and look what you built. And right now, we're at a point where AIDS is controllable, manageable for people, and a lot of your work and a lot of the Alliance work made a big difference in a lot of people's lives, so congratulations.
John Schultz has so much energy that if he didn't have that energy, we wouldn't have that energy. He started us, and he'll keep us going. I do remember the first time I met John Schultz. We were actually at our building at 1601, or actually 1301 Atlantic Avenue, and he was in what was then the support group room. And he was just there to do business, to make sure that people were taken care of.
And it's a sad day, and it's something that, you know, when the press reporter called me and asked me, you know, for an interview, and And I couldn't give her anything positive. I just, you're interviewing something 30 years ago. Are you happy about the 30 years? I said, yes. But you weren't there on year number one. And year number one was total prejudice against anyone who had HIV. It was horrible. It was, you know, I had to fight for mothers that wanted to bury their children, and they wouldn't bury them. They wanted to always cremate. Thank you. That's the 5-drink thing. That's what happens. They wanted to cremate them, and you know, I actually witnessed, you know, I can't say funeral homes, that they took the red bags and threw them in the casket, sealed the casket up, and had the funeral. It was sad when waiters got fired from restaurants because they were gay and people were afraid to get food from them. It was just sad that no one would shake hands with you. These were what the atrocities that the HIV people went through in those years, and it was a mystery. It was a horrible, horrible experience, and it chokes me up when I think about, you know, I can't remember. I'm going on 74 years old, and I can't remember anybody's name. But you take me back 30 years ago, and I can remember what happened step by step. How we were lepers, how horrible it was to see your friends die. Now, I'm not trying to bring a cloud over this 30 years thing, but I just want you to know where we came from. We came from fighters. We fought. I took $10,000 of my money and said, how about this, man? The government's not helping us, no one's helping us. We're gonna have to help ourselves, and we're gonna have to educate the people. And Jeff was right. It was called South Jersey Against AIDS.
We have done over 30 years here in South Jersey a lot of work, but there's so much work more to do. And they mentioned that today through this event. They mentioned so much work to do. And it's not just now in the gay community. HIV has affected so many people, in particular the African American community and the heterosexual community now, because of other situations with drug transfusions and drug needle exchange. We need to be cognitive that HIV kills. There's no question. It kills eventually. We can cover it, we can mask it, we can help prolong our life. Thank goodness we can. Now, we did not do that 30 years ago. But one of the best things that we could ever do is for us to go out of business for HIV service and prevention.